Yeah, God bless you. Thank you so much for checking in.
Well, we'll be around, so
Okay.
anytime.
And I'll probably edit that off and then now we can just talk. So thank you. Thanks. That was great. There's that sense of like, okay, I'm off.
Yeah.
That was great.
Well, talking about public speaking and your major was.
Yeah, it was a speech major.
Okay. Continuing on that line. So I get to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first successful, because I junior high school, I finally figured out teachers, and I didn't know this after I taught many years, and figured back in my time, you couldn't just put a video on a teacher, and sit back. You know how teachers were able to do that?
How's that?
Book reports.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
Right? They sit in the back of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
and then I go, God, I hope they don't call on me today.
Yeah.
Oh no, and I sweat, and and then junior high school, the teacher I had, right now I can't remember his name, but he wanted everybody to learn how to speak, and we did a lot of that.
A lot of oral reports. Yeah.
Yeah, and so my choir director there, Elizabeth Balla, she had written a song on the 23rd Psalm, and I got to play for her, and I love the song, and I love the words, and I was not particularly a Christian at that time. I visited churches, but I thought, oh, okay, we had to memorize something and get in front of the class, and I got up there, just blew it, just. And my friends were down there saying, Ron, how could you not know that? Because they went to church all the time.
Yeah.
How could you not know the 23rd Psalm? I went, oh, this will never work.
Yeah.
So when I got to junior college, and even high school, it was so difficult to get in front of people. And so junior college, I had a health class. It was in the summertime. And I had read a book. My dad was kind of into, it was Calories Don't Count, is the name of the book. And I decided to follow that diet for a while. I'm trying to think, safflower oil and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good book. And I read it, and I got in front of the class to give the report. And I said something funny by accident.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I think it had something to do with that safflower oil, or there's a possibility of some sexual enhancement or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know what I was saying. But when the class laughed, that made me more at ease.
Yeah.
And so I went, okay, I think I've got it. I think I can do it. I think. So then I got to Long Beach State, and I was playing tennis with a lot of the speech teachers there. I don't remember the names. A lot of them had played tennis.
I can toss a couple names out. Cain, Cain. How about my favorite was Shanks, Dr. Shank. He was a crusty old guy that used to smoke cigars and didn't smoke in that one building. He would smoke cigars and go out at the back. He'd talk about not working. Because everyone have to give speeches, right? He'd just be at the back window and he'd blow his smoke out. And you never knew whether he was really listening or if he was just totally off in another land. So
I had taken a speech class at Long Beach City. I did pretty well in it. Probably got a B in it, whatever. So I thought that would transfer, into Long Beach State. And they said, well, yeah, it will, but you've got to pass a speech test. I went, okay, all right. So I go to the room, and there's 30 people there. And I did a demonstration speech on how to teach the backhand in tennis or something. And I did a good job. When I finished, there's a panel of those guys back there.
Yeah.
And they said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Long Beach." "Well, you mispronounced." I can't remember what word it was. I went, "Okay."
Really?
So I failed.
Yeah.
I
Just
probably
for
was
that.
the only one in that whole room. And I knew another person, he was quite a bit older than I. He went back to get his degree, and he was surprised. And
Yeah.
I was surprised. I went, "Oh, how could this happen?"
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I knew I was playing tennis with some of the people on the staff there. He says, "Ron, you speak well.
Yeah.
You would have no," he says, "they were going to make me take another speech class." He says, No. Just take the test again. Go through it again. Second time. Okay. I walk in. There's a desk and a person at the end of the desk, just like you and I there.
Hmm.
He hands me a book. He says, read that paragraph there. I read the paragraph. He says, "You pass."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing you went back.
What is this all about?
Yeah. It's about gatekeeping and making sure
Yeah.
that the professors maintain their status.
Yeah. And then I had another experience. Gosh, the things that could have stopped me.
Mm.
That would have been one, not wanting to be in front of people. Although it's not that difficult at all after being a teacher. It's
Yeah. Once you do it.
when you get used to it. But the other thing is recitals at Long Beach State. Once a semester we had to play for a recital, which I did, and then we had to go to recitals, and so we had to have punches on a card each time we went. They punch a card. So I talked to a friend of mine, and first of all, I said, "I'm on the tennis team every afternoon. I'm on the tennis team," and I said, telling the head of the department, I says, I can't go to all of those recitals. Because I've got this. Well, if you want to be a music major, then you're a music major. You've got to make a decision. You can't do both. That really ticked me off.
Yeah.
Because I've never want to put music against sports. I like sports. I don't. They should not be pitted
You
against.
can do both. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Should be able to. So I cheated.
How did you do that?
This friend of mine, Bob McCandless, and he's a music teacher in Kalispell, Montana.
Yeah.
And he was a student body president at Anaheim High School, and a good singer, but also a good bass player. And he said, "Ron, oh no, there's a way around this." So we went downtown Long Beach. We went to various stationery stores and found the Star Punch, the da da da.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I got to where I was for my senior recital. I could have done an open recital, but I decided to do a closed recital to get it over with. But again, you have to go in for a panel for them to listen to you. And there was one teacher there. I had taken a piano class with him. Yeah, I don't know how to describe him. Prissy? Just somehow he didn't like me. And so when I did my little, for the panel there, and I did Clair de Lune. I did Moonlight Sonata. I said, "Oh, it's a moon. It's all about moonlight. That's what you're doing here." And da, da, da. And I don't think you're ready. You need more variety and da da da. So I went, okay, here's the game. I'm thinking it through. I'm going, okay, all right. I know I play well, although this could be a quitting point. I went, okay. They get extra money if they teach you vocally or take lessons from them.
Yes.
So prior to this, I had taken advanced piano class. There was only 6 people in the class, and it was kind of interim in between semesters, waiting for grades. And I saw him in the hallway, and I said, "Mr. Masafia, do you kind of remember possibly what kind of grade I'm going to get?" You're just going to have to wait. So this is the guy I'm, dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't pass that audition because of him. And so I go back and I I asked, I says, "What would you, could you be my teacher then?" "Oh, no, that'd be a conflict of interest." Okay, so I went back to the teacher that I had when I was in high school, and took some lessons from her. And but I knew other people that were not even close to as good as I was.
Mm-hmm.
They were passing. It's like,
yeah.
So anyway, then I did my piano recital, and I think it's 25 minutes or something. Rita just made a copy out of my tape or something. And I played well, and I remember the chairman was there. The piano teacher that I didn't like wasn't there, but my choir director was there, and the head of the department or somebody was there. And this is, wow. And my mom was there, and they turned to my mom and says, "You must be proud of him."
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was affirming. And then he says, "Well, why didn't you do an open recital?" It's like all of a sudden I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm going, okay, all right.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
that's great.
So I've been fortunate because, I've worked hard at it,
Mm-hmm.
and I've stuck with it. And I think I remember there was a student I don't know what it was about discussing something in the class, and about sometimes other people can make it very difficult to achieve what you want to achieve. And this little 7th grader says, when somebody challenges me like that, I just take on the challenge. I'll just make it happen. I think that's a part of, kind of making lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
I think to me, I wouldn't have succeeded without sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I people say, "Oh, you're talented." In elementary school, I said, "Oh, you're so talented. Oh, you're so gifted." I went, "No, I practice.
Mm-hmm.
I practice.
Yeah.
I practice a
It's
lot."
funny how those two things go together.
Yeah.
you know what
Jeff
you're doing.
Sissel. You know
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Sissel. And he
Yeah.
made a comment at one of the faculty meetings. Practice makes perfect. And he says, "Perfect practice makes perfect."
Yeah.
And I went, "Whoa, I hadn't heard that until he said that." And I went, and that's true, because if you don't figure out how to practice and correct those mistakes, you keep repeating those mistakes, and you're not going to reach close to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is good.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, now I have your star confession on tape. So we know you didn't go to those recitals, Ron.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
secret's good with me. That's so funny. Yeah.
Well,
There were a few things in college I worked around.
yeah. And then I just had a great opportunity in music and in tennis. Had great experiences being in both, and I always was hoping that the kids that I had in music could also be involved, and I could change the schedule around and let them. I was never that hard-nosed about if
Mhm.
there's good reason not to be there, then that's all right.
Yeah.
I talk too much.
That's good. No, this has been great. Thank you so much, Ron. Really do, and Rita too. Thank you for doing this. So I'll crunch it into video for tomorrow night, and we'll play it on that and put some other things around it too. So
All right.
really appreciate it, Ron. Thank you.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
been fun.
Yeah.
Zooming.
Yes,
In the
I know.
morning, in the afternoon.
Something new.
Yeah, I know. It is. What a season this is. But
Wow. Yeah.
you
It
know
is
what?
it is.
We got to do. You got to do what you got to do. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, God bless you too, and
Thanks
we'll
so
stay
much.
in touch. Okay.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye.
Okay.